Hey everybody, welcome once again to the Craft Brew Crew. I am your host and founder, Brad, and I'm glad to be along with you for this final Craft Brew Crew of the 2013 season 1 of the Craft Brew Crew. I've got about 14 beers here that I want to list for you. These are not necessarily the best beers released in 2013, but they are my favorites that I drank in 2013 for the first time especially. I've got on this list, of course, Schlafly Coffee Stout. And that is definitely my favorite coffee stout so far, with Founder's Breakfast Stout right under it. But I put Schlafly a little bit ahead for me because the alcohol content is a little bit less, so you can drink a little bit more of those. Another beer from Schlafly in St. Louis, Schlafly's Pumpkin Ale turned out to be one of my favorite pumpkin beers of the fall season. Its alcohol content is a little bit higher than Shipyard's Pumpkin Head, which is also very good, light-bodied, less on the alcohol side, but I love the nutmeggy, spiced taste of it as well. Also, the only Boulevard beer to make the list from here in Kansas City, Boulevard's Tank 7. Gotta love the farmhouse ales, and Boulevard's Tank 7 ranks right up there for me. A beer that I actually had at a brewery and restaurant in Omaha, Nebraska, Upstream Brewery. They've got a Scotch ale there called the Dundee Export Scotch Ale, and it is a really good one, and I liked it quite a bit. Also for brown ales, I love the brown ales, and my favorite is Big Sky Moose Drool Brown Ale, and ranking just a little bit under that is Avery Brewing in Colorado. Their Ellie's Brown Ale, also very good. Also in Colorado, I love New Belgium's Coconut Curry Hefeweizen. I've had a little bit of that before, and they're, of course, out of Colorado as well. It's their Lips of Faith series beer. Also, Fort Collins Brewery had some good stuff there, too. I discovered how much I liked earthy tasting hoppy pale ales, or earthy tasting pale ales. Fort Collins Brewery had a beer called Hoptitude. It had a great earthy taste to it, very organic tasting, and I really liked it. They also had Fort Collins Brewery had a double bock that was very, very good. And also another beer that's very similar to Fort Collins Brewery Hoptitude, Samuel Smith's Organic Pale Ale, and also Uinta out there in Salt Lake City. They have a Wild Extra Pale Ale. All three of those are very earthy tasting, very organic, and I like them quite a bit. And finally, one that knocked me on my butt this year, Alaskan Brewery's Triple Bock. It was a strong beer. Be careful if you have it. It's good, but it will definitely kick you if you're not careful. So those are my favorite beers of 2013. What were yours? We'll be talking to you in 2014 for the season 2 of the Craft Brew Crew. I'm Brad. We'll talk to you soon.